J on yeah, it's another Fire J on the real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me, acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with a Mickey Mouse, this ain't Disney. Still identity, put a can you like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your
Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And of course, Corey Kispert. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
You never want to lose a player with his talent. However, for the guys in the locker room, they might not admit it, but some of them are going to enjoy new opportunities. The new roles and responsibilities might ignite this team a little.
That shot, no good. Great D that time from Miller. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises that have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Brooklyn with the ball. Fires the three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kispert, right side. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Can't hit from in close.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Lillard outside. Pass to Miller. Out to Lillard. Clock at 6. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Chicago with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. Stolen by Miller. And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Adebayo sets a screen, releases, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. It's Barnes on the wing. They need this. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
And it's Lillard penetrating. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's gotten his second bucket.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Left side wall. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Kispert. Clock at 4. And stolen by Adebayo. Fast break, Brooklyn. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Adebayo. Puts up a 3. That one is off. The Bulls trail by 7. To the left wing. Wall looking over the floor. Brooklyn pulls it in. Lillard with the ball. Checked by Wall. The teardrop. The rebound by Embiid. And so Wall will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Wall. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Dunn. Nets leading by 7. Lillard outside. 3-pointer. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Chicago with the ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Pass to Embiid.
With a wingspan over 7
Get the
feet,
freak out of
is
here.
a hard guy to score on.
And he can't jam it through. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Inside, up top Wall. And here's Embiid. Screen by Embiid. Wall. with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
For three, here's Lillard. Sends it home from three-point land.
For three.
Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
It's Barnes on the wing. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Right side, Caldwell Pope. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Terrence Shannon. DeLon Wright. Chicago timeout call. It's time for the coolest crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to get out for your 3-1-2 crew.
And the Nets making a change here. And Brooklyn with possession here. Lillard deciding where to go with it. And the bucket is good. 9 points in the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn.
For your Chicago Lovable.
Left side, Green. Off the outside. And a two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And it's Brogdon missing. Off the outside. With 1 on the clock. And that's not gonna go. And so it's Brooklyn finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead, getting lots of great looks, shooting it well.
16.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you. Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Now Miller. And he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Ryan?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And the layup falls. Miller's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. So it'll be Jalen Green shooting. It's going to go on DeLon Wright. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Richard Rick. Oh, Jalen Green. Serious bounce.
Such dynamic play from Green, drawing the contact and finding a way to beat it.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And the Nets making a change here. Green going at the D. Got it. Green's got 8 points.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Miller, right side. Pass to Wright. The 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Williams with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Jordan misses. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And here's Green from the arc. Green, money from deep.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Vincent outside. Pass to Avdia. Outside, Green. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
To the paint. Outside for Green. On the wing, Green. Again, Green missing. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Miller on the take. And that one is hammered home.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Here's Green. Terrific work from Green inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Miller with it. 17 points in the game. Knocked away. And stolen by Green. Takes it inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
That is a a dunk contest worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Pass to Miller. Portis the screen. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Outside, Green. Six on the shot clock. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Vincent. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Miller outside. 52 seconds left in the second period.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Green. Oh, Nurkic with the block.
Oh, the 7-foot Nurkic sending it back.
36 seconds left in the second period. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. The 15-footer is good. Green's got 17.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
Now here's Miller. He's got 17. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Right side, Green. Oh, Green with a strong take.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Nets. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nets leading by 10. Lillard outside. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 11 points in the game.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
To the middle. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Here's Wall. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Lillard. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. From downtown. No luck on that one. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Dunn. Back to Lillard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And both free throws good for Lillard.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. Up top, Barnes. Embiid from outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And that one drops. The Bulls on offense. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Right side wall. Pass to Embiid. Over Adebayo. And that one comes up a bit short. Nets leading by 12. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Here's Embiid. Whoa, Embiid with the slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Lillard. And there's another one for the Nets.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Wall. Shot from the low post is good. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And here's Lillard. He's got 22. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's amazing to come to the arena every night just to see what Lillard's going to do.
He's up. His aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And both free throws good for Lillard. The Bulls trail by 14. Pass to Wall. Kispert outside. Jacks up a 3. To the right side. Three-pointer Embiid. Drills it from deep. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Adebayo sets a screen. Oh, Lillard with the dunk.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Outside Wall. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's Embiid. He's got 14. Over Adebayo. Shot clock at 3. Denied by Adebayo. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Lillard. And Dame Dalla completing the break. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Nets.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. .156 left in the third quarter. Lillard outside. Fires from the wing. And there's another one for the Nets.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Wall. Dort grabs the miss. Nets leading by 17. Pass to Lillard. Here's the 3. On target from range. Lillard's got 33 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Wall. And And no good. The dry spell continues.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Embiid. And then... Embiid with the dunk.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
It's Lillard. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Three-pointer Embiid. Brooklyn with the board. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard outside. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Lillard's got 37.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And so it's Brooklyn, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're run
65.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. Or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Let them hear it, fans. It's your 3-1-2.
And so here is Chicago. On the attack, Green. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Avdia. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Avdia, left side. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Vincent. Sinks it from distance. Vincent's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Miller outside. Nice D from Avdia. The Bulls trail by 17. Over to the left wing. Outside, Green. Another three for Chicago.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Here's Miller. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Miller's got 21.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Green for three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A chance here to... catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Allie, thank you.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
This is how relentless Green is. He is not bashful at attacking the defense inside and drawing the foul.
Jalen Green.
And so he's able to get one of two. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 22 is their biggest lead.
They just want him to do whatever the fuck he want to do. Alright.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Lillard's got 42 in the game.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the three ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Right side wall. Pass to Embiid. Here's Barnes. Brooklyn pulls it in. Lillard outside. Good. Lillard's got 46.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Now Barnes. Pass to Wall. Embiid inside. There's the triple. Lillard pulls down the board. Brooklyn leading by 19. Uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
And that one's good. Green.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Fuck out of here. We ain't even
Muscles
back
in
yet.
through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Lillard, left side. That's tipped. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Here's Wall. Dort grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 18.
Wall. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Now Lillard. Embiid knocks it loose.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Bulls.
It's both from the stripe. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Lillard outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. No one near him. And he comes up with a bucket. Lillard's got 53 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team.
Okay, look out! Man!
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
The Bulls trail by 19. Green in the post. Good work defensively by Lillard. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Nets. 22 was their biggest lead.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Damian Lillard.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Dort outside. Lillard outside. Driving inside. And it's Chicago with a board. Left side wall. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. Brooklyn in total control. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Miller. Back to Lillard. Buries it down low. Lillard's got 60.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Free throw good. Green. So we see the Nets taking the W here.